You can hear the 12th man already as we come to you from Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. And it's going to be a cold afternoon for this game between the Florida Gators and the Aggies of Texas A&M. And here come the Aggies. Hi, everybody. This is Brad Nessler. With me, as always, Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit. And we're set to bring you another great matchup in the world of NCAA football. Kirk, how do you see this one? This really looks like a deadlock. This could go to either team.
You're right, and that's why I think individual performances will be the difference. Florida needs to get the ball in the hands of their athletes. That means getting their running back maybe 25 or 30 touches today. If they do that, Lee, they'll take care of business.
I like that pick, and I'm going to tell you why. Florida can run the football against anybody, and this defense will be no different. Watch them. They'll bang them and bang them and bang them.
We're hoping for a great game. Guys, let's get down on the field. The team captains are ready for the coin toss. We're ready to get this one underway as the teams are lined up for the opening kick. And this one's a short kick. Number 14 takes from the 10. Oh, what a move! They'll get the ball here at the 26.
First and 10.
They'll work from the shotgun. Back to pass. Steps up. Across the middle. It's dropped.
Number 3, the intended receiver on the play.
Second and 10. Ball on the 26. Texas A&M lines up in a shotgun set. James drops back. He's in trouble. Short toss. And it's caught. They'll wrestle him down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 1. It's third down and 11 to go. Ball on the 25. Texas A&M comes out in the shotgun. It's intercepted. He tried to force that one in there.
Yep, and the safety made him pay for a terrific read and a nice catch.
They'll take over at the 40-yard line. Number 10 comes to the line with 3 wide. Drops back to pass. He steps up, lets it go. And he got it! He's all the way home. Touchdown! This guy can really run away from a defense, Coach.
Listen up. This kid is a big-time game breaker. He has that kind of speed.
And he tacks on the extra point. And over 6 minutes still left in the first quarter with the score, Florida 7, Texas A&M nothing. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff.
Number 14 back deep to return.
Here's the kick. Number 14 takes it at the 8. And now we'll see the offense come out onto the field for their next possession.
On the return. They'll take over.
They'll go to work at the 26.
First and 10.
The Aggies come out in the ace formation. They'll throw on first down. Under pressure. He throws it. And they do a good job at swatting that one away.
You're right, Brad. Excellent awareness by the defender to know where the football is and get his hand on it.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 26-yard line. They come out with 3 wide receivers. James drops back to pass. Found his man, and he's taken down. Talk about a throw.
Does this kid have an arm or what? I'm telling you, this thing is like a laser beam coming out of his hand.
Boy, you're right. What a cannon this young man's got.
First and 10. Ball on the 38-yard line. Number 1, the lone back. Once and all, going deep. And it's incomplete. He needed a little more touch on his throw.
He's got to take a deep breath, relax, and just play a little pitch and catch out there. Don't be anxious, kid.
Second and 10.
So it's second and 10. Ball on the 38. They line up in the shotgun. They'll run the option. He tries to spin. And they hit him in the backfield. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Third and 10. This is the 5th play of this drive. The defense lines up with 6 DBs. He drops back, throws it to the outside, and he's got him again. Boy, did he zip that ball in there.
Yeah, you're right. There's not a whole lot of quarterbacks out there that can make this throw. He delivers this one right where it has to be. Great arm strength.
It's first and 10, and this is the 6th play of the drive. One-man backfield. Toss. Spinning. Nothing doing. Tackled for a loss on the play. Good play there by the defense.
This is just a toss to the tailback, but the defense gets a good read on his play and was able to stop him for a loss.
So it's second and 10. Ball on the 44. The Gators bring in the nickel package. Back to pass. Rolls right. Looks. He pump fakes. It falls incomplete. And that one was a little off target.
Yeah, he had a little too much mustard on that one, Brad. He needs a little bit more touch in those passes and let the receivers go get it.
So another third down upcoming for the offense. From the gun. James back to pass. Got it. And down he goes at the 33-yard line. Wow, how about that third down conversion?
Boy, what a play here, guys. I'm really impressed with the poise of this young quarterback. He was very cool and collected out there on that 3rd and long play.
It's first and 10. This is the 9th play of this drive. Texas A&M lines up in a shotgun set. James with a nice play fake. Complete. And he's taken down. What a catch, and that's going to give him a first down.
Well, that's a big play for the offense, but I think the defense needs to play a little bit tighter in the secondary.
First and 10, and this is the 10th play of the drive. James lines up in the shotgun, drops back to pass, throws. Coach, he made a nice defensive play there.
He sure did. He just stuck his hand out and hit the football.
It's second down and 10 to go. This is the 11th play of this drive. Texas A&M lines up in a bunch formation. James steps back to pass. And it's caught for the touchdown. The quarterback threw a pretty ball there for the touchdown.
But don't forget about the catch. The receiver made one heck of a grab, too.
And he hits the PAT. With about 3 minutes of play remaining here in the first quarter, our score, Texas A&M 7, Florida 7. Number 13, ready to kick. Number 8 and number 11, back deep to return. Number 11 fields it at the 2. Nowhere to go on that return, Kirk.
Well, Brad, two things here. You need to do a better job of blocking up front, but also you need to get the ball and just attack. Don't dance around and let the coverage swarm all over you.
They'll set up shop at the 16-yard line. The Gators line up in an I formation. They hand it off. He jukes him. And down he goes. A 4-yard pickup by the fullback.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Second and 6 coming up here. Ball on the 20-yard line. Texas A&M brings in their nickel package, steps up in the pocket. He's got it, and he's taken down. Good pickup by the receiver.
Yeah, this kid loves to play. He wants the ball every time they throw it up.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 38-yard line. The Gators come out in the ace formation. Nice play fake. And he can't make the catch. Second and 10. Ball on the 38. Johnson lines up as a single back. On the ground, up the middle. Gets past the tackler, and down he goes. They'll get 6 yards.
Gain of 6 on the play.
Third down and 4 coming up on this one. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. The Gators line up in an I formation. He drops back. Steps up. Pressure coming. He's going right. Complete. Knocked out of bounds. The defense looked a little lost on that one, Kirk.
Yeah, they did, Brad. Nice recognition here by the quarterback to see that confusion and then take advantage of it.
It's first and 10. This is the 6th play of this drive. Florida lines up in a shotgun set. They'll throw on first down. Looking, throws this one out to the right. He gets another, and this is a big one. And the wideout gets a chance to show what he can do.
Oh, he sure does, and he doesn't disappoint either. Great athletic ability.
First and 10.
First and 10. Ball on the 13-yard line. The Gators go with the I formation. They'll throw on first down. He steps up across the middle. Touchdown, Florida! Great touchdown hook up there.
Man, this tight end brought his A game today. He can play.
And he tacks on the extra point. With just over a minute to go in the first quarter, the score is Florida 14, Texas A&M 7. Florida lines up for the kickoff. Kicks it off. Number 14 takes from the 10. The offense with a lot of success through the air on that last drive as they moved it down the field for the touchdown. They'll start this drive at the 26-yard line.
First and 10.
The Aggies come out in the ace formation. Back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Throws it to the outside. And it's caught. And he's taken down. Nice little catch there, huh, Coach?
Yeah, that was a good call. I like that call. I like short passes. They're safe and can lead to some really good yardage.
Second and 4. Ball on their own 32. Ace backfield. James will hand it off. There's a stiff arm, and down he goes at the 38-yard line. A good carry for the first down.
You guys know I like running plays with the lead blocker. But if they can run consistently like they are right now, it doesn't matter how they're blocking. As long as they block, they're going to make yards.
As long as it's within the rules of the game, right, Lee?
The Aggies line up with 3 wide. A lateral. And he's taken down. The option to the fullback gets about 3.
3-yard gain on the play.
After a quarter of play, our score is Florida 14, Texas A&M 7.
Texas A&M.
Second and 7 coming up here. Ball on the 41. The Gators line up in a nickel back. James set to go to the air. Oh, boy, almost intercepted. Good defense there, guys.
I wonder if the quarterback was expecting to see man coverage there because he threw it right to the defense.
And that's what's so tough about playing against a zone. You think a guy's open, and out of nowhere, a defender shows up, just like that.
They're down in 7. This is the 5th play of this drive. James back in the gun. He's looking. Across the middle. And got him! And he's all the way down to the 31. He can provide some excitement.
He sure can. And the thing that makes this play successful is the fact that he's on the same page with his quarterback. Sometimes you see wide receivers that don't have their heads in the game, and they make stupid mistakes.
You're right. Then they complain about not getting the ball.
Texas A&M comes to the line with 3 wide. James back to throw. Throws this one out to the right. And that was a good defensive play.
Yeah, guys, this is because he's in great position to make the play.
So it's 2nd and 10. And this is the 7th play of the current drive. They come out in a nickel. James drops back. Steps up. He's got to throw it in a hurry. Nice job getting a hand on that one.
Yeah, really good heads-up play there to get a hand on the football by the defense.
So another 3rd down upcoming for the offense. Going with the shotgun here. James drops to throw. Almost intercepted. He just couldn't find the handle.
That poor kid looked like he was trying to catch a greased pig.
Easy, Scooter. At least he kept the receiver from making the play.
It looks like they're going to try for the long field goal. The kick is up. It's got the distance. And it's through the uprights. And that was not an easy kick, guys.
Forget about it. This kid can make it from 60 yards or further.
Number 13, ready to kick. Number 8 and number 11 back ready to return. And they'll be returning this one. Number 11 has it at the 5.
What to look for on this drive is to see how often the defense changes up its coverages. They didn't defend the pass very well that last drive, so it's going to be interesting to see if they play them differently here.
They'll get the ball here at the 19-yard line. The Gators come out showing 3 wide. Here's the give. And he's stopped behind the line. A great defensive effort there.
And let me tell you, the key to that play was right there in the defensive line. They tied this offensive line up and allowed their linebackers to come up and make a big play.
Lee, I agree with you. We always talk about the linebackers and safeties, but credit the big guys up front for that play.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 19. Florida lines up with 3 receivers. Drops back to pass. He steps up, throws it to the outside. Complete, and down he goes. So they pick up a few with a pass play, Coach.
Yeah, it was. I like plays like these. As long as you're moving forward and not backward, you're doing pretty good.
It's 3rd down and 6 to go. Ball on the 23-yard line. The Aggies line up with 6 defensive backs. Play action. He's going right. Got it. He's all the way down to the 47. And he just went over 100 yards this half with that last catch.
This receiver's catching everything thrown his way.
When a quarterback and receiver get it going early in the game, watch out, defense. You could be in for a long day.
1st and 10. Ball right around midfield. 6 DBs in the lineup. Back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Open man, and it's his wide receiver. And he's taken down. The wideout made a good-looking grab there.
You're right, and the quarterback threw it as soon as he saw he had that extra step.
It's 2nd down and 2 to go. Ball on the 39-yard line. Florida comes out with an I formation. Drops back to pass. Steps up. Wants to throw outside. And they couldn't hook up on that one. He popped that ball loose.
And that's the best time to hit the receiver right when he catches it, because it's hard to hold on to that football when you're hit like that.
The offense faces another 3rd down as they line it up. Florida comes out in the shotgun with the throw. Creates some room, and now he's got room to run. He tries a stiff arm. He's knocked out of bounds. A good pickup on the play-action pass. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 18. Johnson, the lone back. They'll throw on 1st down. And it's caught. And he's hammered down. Fellas, he's really out to an outstanding start in this football game.
Hey, if he continues at this pace, he may throw for 500 yards.
I'll tell you what, this guy is so much fun to watch when he gets into a rhythm like this.
They put everyone up on the line. He drops back. Go into the end zone. And that one's fallen incomplete. Looks like he forced the throw there, guys.
Yeah, you got to be careful when throwing into the end zone because you don't want to lose a shot at some point.
No question, Coach. He got lucky. Nobody was there to pick it off.
Let's see if they can take this one in for 6. Back to pass. Here comes the pressure. And he came down with it. What a catch. And for the 3rd time in this first half, they've managed to find the end zone through the air.
When this quarterback gets in rhythm, watch out. This could be ugly.
What happened here, guys?
Well, the quarterback does a good job of recognizing the blitz and then getting rid of the ball on time.
And he hits the PAT. And with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter, our score, Florida 21, Texas A&M 10. Number 14, ready to kick. Number 3, and number 14, back to return. Here's the kick. Number 3, fields it at the 7. Just about ready to call the first play of this drive. They were able to pick up a field goal on their last possession. They'll take over at the 18. Texas A&M lines up in a bunch formation. They'll throw on 1st down. Complete. And down he goes at the 33. How about that pass, Kirk?
You know, guys, one of the things often overlooked in college football is the relationship between a quarterback and his receiver. Here, you can see that these two are definitely on the same page.
1st and 10. Ball on the 33. James lines up in the shotgun. James on 1st down. He steps up. And it falls incomplete. He just let his wide out a little too much that time. It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 33-yard line. Texas A&M comes to the line with 3 wide. Throws a stiff arm, gets a tackler, and he's taken down at the 37. A 4-yard pickup by the fullback. Now it's 3rd and 6 coming up. Ball on the 37. Texas A&M comes out with 5 receivers. He breaks free. And down he goes. And he picks up great yardage on the run.
Yeah, and it looked like everybody else was in slow motion on that run. Boy, this kid is fast.
It's 1st and 10, and this is the 5th play of the current drive. The Gators line up in a nickel back. James drops back to pass. Almost intercepted. There was not a soul open there.
He threw into double coverage because it was an obvious passing down, and the defense knew the pass was coming.
Second and 10. This is the 6th play of this drive. James comes to the line with 3 wide. Drops back to pass. Throws it to the outside. Caught. And he's taken down. Boy, does this kid have an arm or what?
Are you kidding me? It looks like he has a rocket launcher attached to his shoulder.
Here's another look, Coach.
Yo, check out this pass. That kid sees an open man right there and just zips it to him. Good pass. Nice catch, too.
It's 1st and 10, and this is the 7th play of the current drive. Florida brings in the nickel here. They'll throw on 1st down. And they'll score. They went for the home run, and the wideout came through with a big-time play.
Great call here by the offensive coordinator. He knew that he had a chance to get the matchup that he wanted, and he exploited it for a touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. So with less than 2 to go in the second quarter, our score is Florida 21, Texas A&M 17. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff.
Number 8 back to return.
Sends it sailing downfield. Number 11 fields it in the end zone. He's hit and got away. Well, the offense is back on the field again. In their last drive, they moved the ball very well, especially through the air on their way to that touchdown. Guys, let's take another look at that play. They'll go to work at the 33-yard line.
33-yard line. 1st and 10.
Number 10 with 3 wide receivers. He drops back. He's in trouble. Somehow gets the ball away, and it's scooped up by the running back, and they got him for a loss. Florida calls a timeout, and that was their first timeout. It's 2nd down and a long ways to go. Ball on the 22-yard line. Florida sets up in the I. Back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. And it's caught. He's knocked out of bounds. Nice job by the quarterback to hit the tight end for a decent gain.
Yeah, this guy's not going to burn too many guys deep, but he's definitely a good possession guy who you can rely on.
Third and 13 coming up. Ball on the 30-yard line. Texas A&M lines up in a dime defense here. Drops back to pass. Steps up. He's looking deep down the left side. So the defense gets him to go 3 and out.
Good job here defensively forcing this incomplete pass.
The Gators line up to punt. Number 92 gets it off. Number 2 fields it to 31. Not a lot of trouble scoring the last time they had the ball. Let's see if that passing game does the trick again. They'll start this drive at the 35. Texas A&M lines up in a shotgun set. James back to pass. He steps up. He wants the long ball. Complete inside the 30 to the 10. Touchdown! And guys, he's already over 200 yards passing in the first half.
Well, he's off to a great start. It'll be interesting to see if he can maintain this level of play for the rest of the game.
And he hits the PAT. So with just over a minute to go in the half, the score, Texas A&M 24, Florida 21. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. Number 11 takes it at the 8. The defense did a nice job of shutting down this offense the last time they had the ball.
The offense was not clicking at all. Let's see if they're back on the same page.
They'll set up shop at the 25. High formation here. He drops back. Steps up in the pocket. It's dropped. It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on their own 25. They line up in an I. Back to pass. Steps up. Long ball, right side. And an outstanding play defensively.
Yeah, he timed it perfectly and managed to get a hand in there to deflect the ball away.
Third down and 10 coming up. Ball on the 25-yard line. The Aggies line up with 6 defensive backs. Caught, and down he goes at the 37-yard line. Florida takes a timeout, and now they've only got 1 remaining. First and 10. Ball on their own 37. The Gators set up in the gun. Drops back to pass. Wants the middle. Got it. And now he's got room to run inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 17. He threw a bullet in there.
Oh, he sure did. We've already talked about his arm strength, but what really impresses me are his mechanics. His passing motion is so fluid.
They'll throw on first down. He steps up, looks to the end zone. And they do a good job at swatting that one away.
You're right, Brad. Excellent awareness by the defender to know where the football is and get his hand on it.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 17. The Gators come out in a shotgun. He drops back. Steps up in the pocket. And that one's fallen incomplete. Coach, he made a nice defensive play there.
He sure did. He just stuck his hand out and hit the football.
So another third down upcoming for the offense. Texas A&M brings in their nickel package. Back to pass. Steps up. Here they come. His receiver has it. He stretched out to make that grab.
Well, that's an understatement. This guy made a full extension.
Drops back to pass. Go into the end zone. And he came down with it. What a catch. And another touchdown through the air.
He looks like he's just playing pitch and catch out there with his receivers.
Well, the defense better wake up pretty soon before it gets real ugly.
And he tacks on the extra point. Down to just a few seconds left here before the half. And our score, Florida 28, Texas A&M 24. Number 14 looks ready to kick this one off. Number 3 and number 14 deep to return. Kicks it off. Number 14 fields it at the 7. He wrap him up. Let's see if this defense has trouble defending the pass again here.
If they do, my friend, look out. They're going to give up another touchdown in a hurry.
They'll take over at the 26. The Aggies line up in a goal line formation. And he's taken down. Couldn't get anything out of that.
No gain on the play.
And that'll do it for the first half of play. Our halftime score, Florida 28, Texas A&M 24. Texas A&M will be kicking off to start the second half. Not a real deep kick, should be returned. Number 11 takes it at the 4. To the stiff arm, sheds that one. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. They'll go to work at the 25. The Gators come out in a shotgun. He drops back, throws it to the outside. And that was a good defensive play.
Yeah, guys, this is because he's in great position to make the play.
Second and 10. Ball on the 25. Florida comes out with an I formation. Back to pass. He tosses it short, and it's caught. And down he goes. And with that last completion, he now has 300 yards through the air.
Well, this quarterback has had a solid game. He's done what's been asked of him and then some.
Third down and 3 coming up. Ball on the 32. The Aggies bring in their dime package. Nice play fake. Complete. Missed tackle. And he's taken down. 9-yard pickup.
Reception. 9-yard gain on the play.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line. Number 10 lines up in the shotgun. He drops back, throws it to the outside, and he pulls it down. Nice catch by the receiver.
And that reception put him over the century mark for the day. And you want to know something, Kirk?
What's that?
This receiver is the real deal. He's a great playmaker.
First and 10, and this is the 5th play of the current drive. They line up in an I. Drops back to pass, under heavy pressure. It falls incomplete, and the blitz works that time.
And let me say this, now pay attention. This is exactly why you want to put the pressure on a quarterback. That time it was an incomplete pass. The next time it may be an interception.
It's second down and 10 to go. This is the 6th play of this drive. Florida sets up in the I. Back to pass. Under pressure. Across the middle. Oh, boy, almost intercepted. And he threw that one up for grabs.
This is one of the things that drives a coach crazy. You don't want to do anything stupid. Make mental mistakes that may cost you the ball game.
The offense faces another third down as they line it up. Florida comes to the line with 3 wide. He steps up. His back makes the catch. Nice play call to get him the conversion.
When a team converts on third down, they can really frustrate a defense. When they converted third and long, it just makes them sick.
First and 10, and this is the 8th play of the drive. The Gators set up in the gun. He drops back. Pressure coming. He can scoot. Touchdown, Florida!
You know, I talked about this guy's throwing ability before the game, but nobody really expected these types of numbers. 5 touchdowns? That's just amazing.
And he hits the PAT. So with just over 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter, the score, Florida 35, Texas A&M 24. Looks like they're ready for the kick.
Number 14 back deep to return.
Kicks it off. Number 3 takes from the 10. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession. It's first and 10. Ball on the 30-yard line. Texas A&M lines up with 3 receivers. High snap as he gets from the gun. And it's incomplete. How about that?
He's got to come up with that catch here.
Yeah, you're right, Coach. This is a catch that has to be made. There's really no excuse for dropping that ball.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own 30. Texas A&M comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Steps up in the pocket. And he got it! And they bring him down. Kirk, what do you have?
Well, as you can see, this guy has been a big playmaker all game long. In fact, with that last grab, he just went over 200 yards receiving.
1st and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line. Texas A&M comes out in the shotgun. Juku, he's hit and got away. And down he goes. He picked up big yardage on that run.
Oh, this is great blocking up front. Nice job of holding on to their blocks, allowing him to break through for some big yards.
The Aggies come out in the shotgun. James back to throw. Nice job getting a hand on that one.
Yeah, really good heads-up play there to get a hand on the football by the defense.
James is back in the gun. Floats this one right side. He let his halfback too far on that throw.
This kid needs to relax and get the ball down where his receivers can catch it.
The Gators bring in the nickel package. James drops back, steps up. He's rolling left. And an outstanding play defensively.
Yeah, he timed it perfectly and managed to get a hand in there to deflect the ball away.
Number 13 in to attempt a short field goal. He gets it up, and it is good. Looks like they're ready for the kick. And he got all of this one. Great kick. Number 8 fields it in the end zone. He spins. Guys, their last possession, they really had good success passing the ball.
Hey, if you ask me, I'd air it out some more.
Lee, I agree. Make them show you that they can stop it before you change things up.
They'll start this drive at the 27. The Gators line up with 2 tight ends. Drops back to pass. Here comes the pressure. He's drilled as he throws, and it's caught. He's gobbled up in the backfield. That's a 2-yard loss. Second and 12 coming up here. Ball on their own 25. Number 10 comes to the line with 3 wide. He steps up, wants to throw outside. Got it. He's all the way down to the 47-yard line. Great pass play.
This guy comes up with a great catch here. He's got good hands. And when he's on, there's no one in America that can catch him.
1st and 10. Ball right around midfield. They come out in a nickel. Back to pass. And they do a good job at swatting that one away.
You're right, Brad. Excellent awareness by the defender to know where the football is and get his hand on it.
It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 47. The Gators set up in the gun. The option left. Fakes it. Laterals back. Spin move. And he's stopped behind the line.
They got great run support from the safety position on that one.
He had his eyes in the backfield that whole play. Great anticipation to stuff him for a loss.
3rd and 12 coming up on this one. Ball right around midfield. Trips right. He drops back. Steps up in the pocket. His receiver has it. And he's taken down at the 41. And this is one of the finest performances you'll ever see by a quarterback.
An excellent day for this young man throwing the football. That last pass puts him over 400 yards for the game. He's looking really sharp today.
They send out the punting unit. He gets it off. Walker signals for a fair catch. Smith fields it at the 2. Nothing doing on that return. So they'll take over now in the shadow of their own goalposts. They come out in a goal line set. He spins around, and down he goes. The fullback rumbles ahead for about a yard. It's 2nd down and 9 to go. Ball on the 2-yard line. I doubt they'd put the ball in the air in this situation. They go with a pitch to the right. And he's taken down. He picks up 4 yards on the carry.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Third and 5 coming up. Ball on their own 6. Florida lines up with 5 defensive backs. James steps back to pass. Oh, he had the pick and he dropped it. Now it's going to be 4th down.
Nice defense. That was picture perfect 3 and out. Good series for these guys.
Fourth and 5. Ball on the 6-yard line.
No surprise here as they prepare to punt it away.
Backbeat the return.
He drops it. Coach, I think he just took his eyes off that one.
Oh, yeah, you just can't do things like that.
First and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line. Florida brings in the nickel here. James to the air on 1st down. He lets it go deep down the middle. He caught it. Touchdown.
I know I've said this all week, but I like this kid's arm. He's got good mechanics and a nice touch on the ball. He's not doing bad in this game either, my friend.
Not bad is right, Lee. That last pass gives him over 300 yards on the day.
Well, no real surprise here. They're lining up for 2. James drops to throw. In and out of his hand. They just couldn't punch it in.
Well, a cheat sheet the coach has down on the sidelines said they should go for it. Too bad he didn't tell them how to actually get it.
Number 13 ready to kick. Number 8 and number 11 set to return. Kicks it off. Number 11 fields it in the end zone. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. They'll get the ball here at the 21-yard line. The Aggies bring in their dime package. Drops back to pass. Steps up, throws this one out to the right. He stiff arm. He's got a lot of green. He goes down. He got it to the receiver in a hurry.
That ball was on a line. The defense couldn't knock it down because they couldn't see it. It was a laser beam.
Coach, tell me about this one.
The quarterback does a nice job of getting the ball to the open guy. Then that kid shows you right there what he can do after he has the football.
It's 1st and 10. Ball right around midfield. The Gators line up in an I formation. He steps up, throws it to the outside, and he can't make the catch. It's 2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 50. 3 wideouts here. Set to go to the air. Complete. And down he goes. They didn't get much on that pass.
You know, this defense is too quick for plays like that to work. You got to mix them up a little.
Third and 8. Ball right around midfield. So that brings us to the end of the quarter, and at the end of 3, our score, Florida 35, Texas A&M 33. It's 3rd down and 8 to go. Ball on the 48-yard line. Florida lines up with 3 receivers. Back to pass. Fires deep down the right side. Incomplete. A little too much juice on that one.
This quarterback sometimes gets a little bit too excited back there and tries to put too much on it. You got to relax and just make a good throw.
It's 4th down, and the punt team lines up. He punts it. Walker calls for the fair catch. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback.
Great passing was the key for the offense the last time they had the ball. They were able to pick apart the defense and get down the field for a touchdown.
So if I'm the coach, I'm telling my defensive linemen to get more pressure on that quarterback, please.
They'll set up shop at the 20-yard line. Going with the shotgun here. Steps up in the pocket. The defense needed that one.
How about the move here by this cornerback? Great play that time, getting a hand on the football.
Second and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line. They line up in the shotgun. Throws it to the outside. And that one's fallen incomplete. He had it, but it was dislodged as soon as the defender made contact.
Yeah, I'll tell you, they're lucky, I think, there. That could have been a fumble. I thought he might have had possession.
Third down and 10 coming up. Ball on their own 20. Florida has all their DBs in for this 5-wide set. James back to pass, and he drops it. And the coach is talking to his quarterback after that quick 3-and-out. He missed on all his passes and really seemed out of sync with his receivers. They come out in a punt formation. They get this one off, and it's a beauty. Number 8 takes it at the 33. So the offense takes over, and they'll try to figure out this defense as they forced them to punt the last time they had the ball. They'll take over at the 43. Florida goes with the ace set here. On the ground with the tailback. There's a stiff arm. What a stiff arm. He's all the way down to the 26-yard line. An unbelievable run.
And let me tell you, from a defensive standpoint, that play was a disaster. You got to wrap this kid up.
Coach, you got to catch him first.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 26. Florida lines up with 3 receivers. He drops back across the middle, and it's caught. He tries a stiff arm, and he's taken down at the 14. Not a bad pickup that time.
Yeah, but let me tell you the reason why this play worked. The defense came with pressure, but they couldn't quite get to the quarterback, and he made them pay right there.
1st and 10. Ball on the 14-yard line. Number 10 lines up in the shotgun. They'll throw on 1st down. He's right there for the interception. Johnson brings him down at the 16-yard line. Why would you make a pass like that when you've got the lead?
It's simple. You don't. That was not a good choice by the quarterback.
It sure wasn't. Call another play. Dump the ball short. Call a draw play. Run a sweep. Something. But don't put the ball in the air where the defense can make a play.
James is back in the gun. James hands off on the delay. Tries to juke, and down he goes at the 20. They got 4 yards on that one. It's 2nd down and 6 to go. Ball on the 20. The Aggies set up in the gun. Steps up, looking over the middle at the 40, and he's taken down. 1st down. What a pass.
Boy, that was a big-time throw by the quarterback. He did a good job of taking what the defense gives him.
1st and 10. Ball on the 42-yard line. James lines up in the shotgun. Throws. Complete. And down he goes. What a play.
Boy, solid job there by the quarterback, recognizing the defensive coverage and delivering the ball to the open receiver.
It's 2nd down and 2 to go. Ball on the 50. The Aggies line up with 3 wide. Drops back to pass. He's going left. And it falls incomplete. That one way too far out in front.
You know what, guys? That's what I refer to as a radio ball. You can hear it, you just can't see it. And if the receiver can't see it, then he's not going to catch it.
3rd and 2 coming up here. Ball right around midfield. They line up in the jumbo set. It's a pass on 3rd and short. Coach, he made a nice defensive play there.
He sure did. He just stuck his hand out and hit the football.
Controlling the line of scrimmage is crucial here. Great stiff arm. And he's taken down. And he had to fight his way forward on that one.
Well, you got to give the running back a lot of credit. He had to grind it in there for the first down. Great individual effort.
It's 1st and 10. This is the 7th play of this drive. James comes to the line with 3 wide. James drops back on 1st down. And it's picked off. And that's the 2nd time he's come away with 1 on defense there, guys.
Well, this guy's just a real ball hawk out there. The quarterback had better start looking to the other side of the field just to be safe.
They'll start this drive at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10.
Johnson alone in the backfield. They'll throw on 1st down. Airing it out long. It falls incomplete. And that was a good defensive play.
Yeah, guys, this is because he's in great position to make the play.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line. The Gators line up with 2 tight ends. Throws, and he can't make the catch. It's 3rd down and 10. Ball on their own 20. From the gun. Back to pass. Across the middle. Finds a man. And down he goes. And they beat the blitz that time and came away with a nice play. First and 10. Ball on their own 32. Johnson lines up in the deep back. I formation. Little handoff. And he's taken down at the 33-yard line. Maybe got 2 feet on the play. It's 2nd down and 9 to go. Ball on their own 33. Johnson is the single setback. He drops back. He steps up. He passes it. Found his man. He's all the way down to the 31-yard line. And he goes over 100 on the day with that reception.
If you can get open and hold on to the passes, chances are you're going to have a good game. And that's exactly what this guy's been able to do today.
First and 10. This is the 6th play of this drive. Number 10 with 3 wide receivers. Drops back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. And he's got it. Touchdown. And fellas, I got to say, this has been a real treat to watch. Of course, unless you're the defense trying to stop it.
You could say that again. That's over 500 yards passing on the day. That's a tough kill for any defense to score.
And he tacks on the extra point. So with just over 2 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter, our score, Florida 42, Texas A&M 33. Number 14 is lined up to kick this one off. Number 3 and number 14 back deep to return. Number 14 fields it at the 7 with the spin.
I know the first thing I wanted to do after throwing a pick was to come out that next drive and throw. Let the defense know that I wasn't intimidated.
And how many times did you go right back in there and throw another pick?
Well, Lee, as you know, a quarterback needs a short memory, so I really don't remember, Scooter. You know better than that.
They'll go to work at the 26. Florida puts 6 DBs on the field to counter this 5-receiver look. And he got it! What an arm!
Well, here the quarterback throws it to a spot. You can tell that the quarterback and receiver have worked over and over on this. He may not impress you with style points, but that time he shows off a big arm and delivers a bullet right there.
Back to pass. Steps up. Short toss. And it's caught. Knocked out of bounds. They couldn't get much out of that one.
I loved how that defense just swarmed to the ball the second it was thrown.
Second and 7. Ball on the 30-yard line. Florida has all their DBs in for this 5-wide set. He drops back. Across the middle. Caught. And he's taken down. The quarterback has now passed for over 400 yards with that last completion.
The guy has done a great job moving the sticks all day long. He's a really good player.
They've got all the big boys in for this one. He tries to spin, and down he goes. A 1-yard gain on the play.
1-yard gain on the play.
Let's see if they can punch this one in. James hands it off. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Looks like someone was called for holding.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty.
He held him up on that play.
It looked like he just grabbed his jersey and just refused to let it go.
Second down, goal to go. Ball on the 13-yard line. The Gators line up with 6 defensive backs. And that one's fallen incomplete. Nice job getting a hand on that one.
Yeah, really good heads-up play there to get a hand on the football by the defense.
And here's our red zone players of the game. Red zone, when performance matters the most. The Gators bring in their dime package, and he can't hang on to it.
Pass ball's incomplete. Number 2, the intended receiver on the play. Fourth and goal. Ball on the 13-yard line.
Florida has all their DBs in for this 5-wide set. Drops back to pass. He's under pressure. Throws. And they're going to have to give the ball back after going for it on 4th and long.
Not much you can do there. You got to go for it and give yourselves a chance.
Check out the replay on that one.
They'll take over.
They'll get the ball here at the 13.
First and 10.
They come out with 4 linebackers. Makes a move. And he's taken down at the 16. Texas A&M calls a timeout, and they'll have 2 remaining. Second and 7 coming up here. Ball on the 16. The Gators come to the line with their jumbo package. They hand it off again, and down he goes. Texas A&M takes a timeout. That was their second timeout. 3rd and 5. Ball on their own 18. High formation here. Johnson gets it on the inside. They'll wrestle him down in the backfield. The Aggies call for a timeout, and that was their last timeout. The special teams coach sends his punt team out on the field. He gets it away. Number 2 fields it at the 41. Bounces off the rookie tackler, and he's still on his feet.
Now, the reason why that's a good opportunity for the returner to run it back is because of the pressure up front. When there's pressure, the punt protection team always blocks a little longer, and they don't get down the field as fast.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line. They come out in a 5-wide set. They'll throw on 1st down. Incomplete pass. And he overthrew that one badly.
Whoa, the receiver's fast, but he's not that fast.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 43. Texas A&M comes out in the shotgun. Complete. And he's taken down. A 5-yard gain.
5-yard gain on the play.
Back to pass. Across the middle. Finds his receiver. And a nice catch by the wideout that time. Desperately needing a score, they hurry to the line. James back to throw. The spike will stop the clock. It's 2nd down and 10 to go. And this is the 5th play of the current drive. The Aggies come out showing 3 wide. James drops back. He steps up. End zone. They came close to giving up the score there.
Yeah, but credit the defender. He did an excellent job of reading the play and showing instinct to get a hand there to break the pass up. Nice job.
The defense will try to stop this 3rd down as they were unsuccessful the first time on this drive. The Aggies come out in a shotgun. James drops to throw. They connect again. And down he goes at the 2. On 3rd and long, they get the 1st down, but was it close?
Close or not, what a relief it is to the quarterback to have a new set of downs to work with.
Spikes the ball. Florida comes out defensively with 6 defensive backs. There's the final gun, and this game is history. Kirk, any final thoughts here?
You know, I think it was a well-played game for the most part. Texas A&M had a few missed opportunities in this game. And I think if they could have capitalized on a few of them, it would have been a lot closer, and they might even have won this game.
Folks, that's going to do it for this edition of NCAA Football 2004. We hope you'll join us again. Our final score, Florida 42, Texas A&M 33. So for Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit, this is Brad Nessler saying goodbye, everybody, and thanks for tuning in.